If you've ever felt like you've had this dull ache in your testicle that's not always constant, maybe it comes and goes when you stretch your hip, or when you sit for too long, or when you work out, it might not actually be a testicular problem. In many men, that ache can be coming from a deep nerve in your abdomen, known as the genitofemoral nerve. And once you understand how it works, you'll realize why stretching your hip and groin can mysteriously make your testicular discomfort go away. Imagine two small wires that come out of your spine, merge, and then travel forward, penetrating through a deep muscle in the front of your lower spine. That's called your psoas major muscle. From there, the nerve divides into two branches. One is the femoral branch that runs down your upper thigh and towards your groin, and two is the genital branch. This is the one that's more important for men. It travels through the inguinal canal, which is the same tunnel that the spermatic cord runs through, and it supplies the feeling to the scrotum and the testicles. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The genitofemoral nerve travels through the psoas major muscle, which is one of the major muscles responsible for flexing the hip. So if your hip flexors are tight from sitting, squatting, or lifting, they can compress or irritate that nerve. That irritation can send referral pain, meaning pain that feels like it's in your testicle, even though the source is either higher up in your abdomen or your groin. The good news, this is entirely nerve related and not necessarily a reproductive or a testicular problem. If your pain changes with movement, for example when you go to stretch your hip flexor, your groin, or your glutes, it's a really good indication that this is a muscular problem. As a physiotherapist, here's what I like to start with. Number 1, gentle hip flexor stretches. This is intended to relieve tension around the psoas and the inguinal canal. Pick your favorite stretch that attacks the hip flexors. Number 2, glute stretches and activation exercises. This is intended to balance hip control and take pressure off the front. Number 3, groin mobility, to reduce groin tightness pulling through the nerve pathway. And number 4, deep breathing exercises. This is intended to calm the diaphragm and psoas connection and reduce the nerve tension. Remember, nerves heal best when they can move freely within its spaces, so mobility and posture are the key. Now, it's important to recognize that not every testicular ache is nerve related. I would strongly advise you to go see your doctor right away if you have any of the following: a sudden sharp testicular pain, which could be testicular torsion, swelling, redness, or a fever, which could be signs of an infection or epididymitis, a visible bulge in your groin or your abdomen, especially when you cough, could be an inguinal hernia, or if one testicle feels heavier, looks different, and has more veins, that could be a varicocele. These are conditions that absolutely need medical intervention. However, if your scans and evaluation come back normal, that's when we want to look deeper into the nerves and the muscles. So if your testicular pain doesn't quite exactly match your scans, it might be your genitofemoral nerve sending mixed signals. By improving your hip mobility, releasing your psoas muscle, and coordinating the muscles around your hip, core, and pelvic floor, you can often calm that irritation and finally stop that deep, dull ache. And if you found this video to be helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button to watch more science-based videos that help you feel better, move better, and live better. Thanks for watching.